How you doing? American Sniper continues to dominate at the box office, but it's raised liberal hackles. A couple of hacks. Michael Moore tweeted that snipers are cowards, and most recently at NBC, a reporter there indicated that perhaps Chris Kyle, the real-life protagonist in the film, was racially motivated and a murderer.
Stories about when he was back home in Texas, a lot of his own personal opinions about what he was doing in Iraq, how he viewed Iraqis, some of what people have described as his racist tendencies towards Iraqis and Muslims as he was going on some of these, killing sprees in Iraq on assignment.
I know it's a controversial film, but does it say more about the American military or the critics themselves? Dan Caldwell joins us. He's from Concerned Veterans for America. Dan, welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me on your new show, Kennedy. I appreciate it.
Really happy to have you here. We had your boss in last night, and we talked a little bit about this. But I want to get inside your head because I know that you're a really smart person. You're super thoughtful. You're a limited government guy, but you're also obviously very in tune with veterans. I want to figure out where this backlash is coming from. Do you think it's possible that some people on the left aren't necessarily mad about snipers or Chris Kyle? They're just processing their feelings in opposition to the Iraq War.
Yes, I do think for some people, Chris Kyle has become a symbol of the Iraq War, and they are wrongly, I want to emphasize wrongly, lashing out at him and making character attacks on him as a result. But I do think that that is what is playing out here partially, but also at the same time, there's been this simmering anti-American military feeling on the left for a long time. It's been below the surface, and you're seeing this pressure valve being released, and it's being released on this movie, American Sniper.
And I think it's fair for people and totally valid to have questions and objections to the Iraq War.
Absolutely.
That's fine. But calling into question the man's ability or his intention, I personally think that's a little unfair. How have veterans been reacting to the reaction to the film?
Well, look, at Concerned Veterans for America, we have people that work with the organization that knew Chris Kyle. And they're absolutely outraged that his character is being impugned by leftists like Michael Moore, that he is turning into a whipping boy for, in effect, this anti-military feeling on the left. Chris Kyle he did kill a lot of people. That was his job. But I don't believe for a second he was a racist. I don't believe for a second that he was some psychopathic killer. He was trained, and that was his job. In fact, he saved a lot of lives doing what he did. And at the end of the day, it's absolutely wrong that many people are turning him into this symbol of the Iraq War and tearing down his character because of their anti-military feelings or the anti-Iraq war feelings. Again, that's totally wrong.
All right, and also I want to talk about the safety of snipers versus drones. Because, you know, when you compare the two, and there are a lot of people on the left who are very comfortable deploying drone technology, and, you know, they have ways of rationalizing that argument, but it's actually the snipers who don't cause the same kind of collateral damage and civilian casualties.
Well, that's true. And also, if I had one gripe with the movie, I don't think it really captured what it's like to be a sniper. I wasn't a sniper. I didn't serve in a sniper unit. I served with a lot of snipers, and most of being a sniper is sitting in one place, being still for a very long time, looking at one area. It's an incredibly boring job. It's not all just shooting bad guys in the head, and they are a very precise instrument. And yes, they don't cause a lot of collateral damage. They aren't psychopathic mass murderers. They're a very precise instrument. And in fact, in the Marine Corps, which I served in, the sniper's primary job is actually observation and reconnaissance. So I think that, again, this goes back to people don't have an understanding of what a sniper's actual job is and what the military and snipers are actually doing in Iraq.
I agree, and I think because some people misunderstand what the job is about, they're missing the message of the film. I mean, this could actually be raising a lot of awareness for PTSD and, you know, various treatments for it, but that's totally getting missed.
Right, it is, and you know, that was a big part of the film, the PTSD part of it. I do have to say, though, I have to think that Warner Brothers is really liking this backlash because they are getting a lot of free publicity. And the backlash is kind of feeding itself. It seems like some people like Michael Moore and now Matt Taibbi from Rolling Stone, they're kind of feeding off each other, and that's why it keeps escalating. But they are missing that part of the film that discusses coming home and reintegration, which is probably, in my opinion, the best part of the film.
Yeah, and which makes it a really interesting and compelling story, and that's why audiences are connecting to it. To the $60 million worldwide, $213 million here in the United States. Dan Caldwell, Concerned Veterans for America, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me on, Kennedy. I appreciate it.